One more thing from that game last night, Kelly Oubre. Sixers had a chance to win the game. We got did dirty by some questionable officiating.
It's hilarious.
So,
travel.
So Clippers were up 1. Oubre thought he got fouled on that play by Kawhi.
That's
did not
the
get
play
called.
that's the play he was mad about?
No, then final play of the game. Drove in, thought he got bumped by Luigi before Kawhi blocked the shot.
Sure, he's jumped up.
Bump.
I thought the last one was a foul, maybe.
So, Oubre, after the play, Oubre gave the refs middle fingers.
Said you.
And then told each of them, quote, "You're a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a bitch. Your mom's a bitch, your dad's a bitch, your grandma's a bitch."
But here's your grandma?
Yeah, grandma was all. Although, you know, we've sent our expert Gil's Arena team out to find out if this is true or not. We cannot confirm or deny if any of the refs' family members are actually indeed bitches. But after the game, official Kevin Scott did acknowledge that the refs missed the call, saying, quote, "On the last play on the floor in real time, the crew interpreted that play as a defender jumping vertically. However, in post-game video review, we did observe some slight drift to his left by the defender, George, and a foul should have been ruled." So all of you guys on this couch, high-level professional hoopers, with playoff hopes on the line, how frustrating is it when refs miss crucial calls like this that literally can now have ramifications down the road?
It's tough.
The only people in the sports that don't have to do their job at a high level right every night.
Right.
They miss so many things. And when you challenge calls and they get overturned, that means you were wrong. You did something wrong, and we knew that you did something wrong, and it gets overturned. So it's like, why? I don't know.
At least give us 10 push-ups or a sprint when you fuck up. I'm just saying, you fuck, hey, go give us a sprint, dog.
Even something like this, right? You give us the 2-minute report and you get to make this.
Why?
What the fuck does it mean now? What do we get?
Everyone's just extra mad.
What do we get? We know we was wrong. That's why I called you a hoe, bitch, whatever. That's why I did that.
Right.
Right? So what do we get for you being wrong? Because we got the loss.
Man, that's crazy.
We got an L. So what happens with you guys?
2 free throws. 2 free throws.
What?
2 free throws.
They lose by 1?
Do they get suspended?
They lost by 1. Oubre would have had 2 free throws to potentially win the game for the Sixers.
Do we get suspended? Do you get suspended for the game? Do you get fined? What happens? We took an L.
Because you didn't do your job right.
Yeah, so
I think refs get graded, so this can impact their playoffs and ability to officiate.
but it has to be shown.
But I'm saying we don't know to what extent.
It should be. That's the problem. It should be public. If it's public,
official
if it's
grades,
public,
they're grades.
A ref standings. Oh, no, he's on the board. He the worst in the
NFL
league.
teams with their report cards.
Yeah, for sure.
No, they do.
Oh, they do?
They do. They do have basically report cards for referees. The problem is we don't get to see it.
Who is we? Like spectators?
Teams,
or
fans,
players?
no one gets to see it.
No one sees it but the league.
And if you did see it, trust me, if I know you an F ref, goddamn it, there ain't nothing we need to talk about, brother. Because I know you ain't gonna be in the playoffs to even worry about you.
Right.
Ha ha. Right? We get to do that now. Ha ha. Right? But it seems like the NBA would rather hide it to keep getting fine money.
Yep.
To keep getting fine money, because if I know you already ain't making it to the next level and this is where you are, you at the bottom, I don't need to even have a conversation with you. You are an F student, right? You're an F student, you're a D student, you're not graduating, brother. Now, when you make a call, I don't even need to look your way.
No, we know you fucking up.
See, so you're not gonna get my money.
Yep.
See, you're getting my money because I'm frustrated.
Yes.
Because I know you're not getting, I don't think you're getting penalized.
But you don't know his grade.
Yeah, see,
we don't know
I don't know your grade. You might be.
We don't know your grade. You definitely an F. That's just like Tony.
I'm not even waste my time to give the league my money because you're not even a good ref.
Yep.
And we know that because you have a D rating.
Let me ask you this, though. Did Nick have another review challenge?
I don't know if you can review that.
I don't know you can. They didn't call anything.
Why didn't they review it anyway? If you're going to come out.
But they didn't call anything.
But
There's
listen
no
to
call.
me. I know, it's a no call. But if you're going to come out and say it was a foul, it's a questionable play, why didn't y'all go to the review during the game?
Because you don't review foul, no call.
No call. You don't review no calls.
Yeah,
So why would you come out and even speak on a no call?
It's trying to be integrity. It's trying to show integrity.
How
but-
can you show integrity if we're not gonna do it in real time? Like, do it in real time. Let's go review it right now, because it's a no call, but it's a questionable no call.
Now, because then you question everything that happened.
yeah.
Because no, only at the end of the game though. Let's just say
Like what,
this is
like
only
last
at the
2
end of the
minutes?
game.
Yeah, in the last 2
With
minutes.
last possession, a game-deciding call or no call with no time left. We gotta check the replay.
No, because that'll happen. Let's just say all game winners. The defense is gonna challenge it anyway. And you're just gonna look for other shit that has to do with the play. Oh, hey. 3 seconds.
On the line.
3 seconds. Now you're gonna be like 3 seconds right here. Ooh, offensive foul right there. You're gonna start looking for stuff just to do.
They did it on the Steph shit though.
Yeah,
they did it on the Steph shit. When the ball hit out of bounds, but it didn't hit out of bounds on him. Dude hit it out of his hand.
But that was out of bounds, though.
But that's a call. We're just talking about if I came down and hit a shot and it was a game winner as a defensive.
But they do
you
that.
lost it. You can be like, well, hold on, I challenged that game winner. Hold on. Hold
The
on
only
right
way
here.
you can challenge
And then you
that
get to
is
look
if
at
it's a
anything
2 or
happening
a
on the
3
court.
or
That could
something.
possibly change it. Okay, I see that.
But they do that with the threes. Now, LeBron, obviously, with that threes happened to Steph before. It was like several plays later. Oops, nah, his foot was out of bounds. We taking 3 points off the board. It's
Right.
like, do that shit in the moment.
Right.
Like, what? That got to be like an automatic trigger, you know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
I'm saying.
There just has to be some type of like closure.
Yes.
There has to be some type of closure that goes on.
They're like,
There's-
refs just get to float around and be.
Like we know you're not we know you're not
Insensitive.
perfect.
Yeah.
Right? We get it. You're gonna miss calls, but some of those calls you miss, you need to be accountable for because we are accountable live.
Yeah.
Like when he gets fined, it's gonna be public.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Or just keep the fines private, too.
Keep everything private.
But this is just like the cops, like you said. The cops will tell you that they're 98% right. And when we do the referee meetings before the season, they come and they show us what they're going to focus on, calls on going to be this year. And they're like, all right, we're going to focus more on hand checking, da-da-da-da-da. And then they'll say, well, let you guys know, we're 98% right most of the time. Do you know how egotistical that is for a referee to say 98% of the time we're right? When we see on a nightly basis, y'all miss calls and fuck calls up on a nightly basis.
Yeah, they need more like
And you
70,
can't,
30.
yeah, you can't say that
Right
because
about
there are
70,
things that they let slide because of the game flow. Because if
Yes.
they do call everything, it's gonna make the game
Yes.
too, like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. So they can't even say we're 98% right because you guys let things slide just for the fact of keeping the game
Yes.
watchable.
As players, do you appreciate that, or do you want them to be by the book?
I mean, the game has to be.
It's hard.
It has to be reffed in the sense where the game flow goes. But what I'm saying, my thing is always going to be either make it fair on both sides. You're going to publicly crucify all of us, or you're going to protect all of us,
Right.
right? He just admitted that he was wrong, which means Oubre's response is actually justified then. So you can't fine him when he was right.
Yep.
You can't penalize the man if he's right.
Do you think they should?
I don't
just
give a fuck what he's
withhold
saying.
Fines?
Huh?
If they do react to a bad call and they come out and are like, we were wrong, should they just not fine Kelly Oubre?
You can't find him. He's right. It's just like it's an overturn.
Yeah.
I threw my card. You gave me back. Just like, like a challenge.
Yep.
If I challenge it and I won it, I get my challenge back.
Yep.
Same thing here. You was getting ready to fine me. They auto-corrected it and said I was right. So what I said has
So
no...
he shouldn't get
Yeah.
fined.
I shouldn't get fined for it.
Well, if you,
He's gonna get a lot of.
I feel like each one of them bitches is coming with at least.
No, you gotta find me one time. They all bitches together.
all bitches
All equally.
y'all, and they all looked at me like, you right.
Right, they didn't even respond. They're like, all right, you right.
But you
got
think
it.
about like when you go
What if
out.
one of them gave him a tech anyway? Tech!
Why not?
My mama ain't no bitch, Kelly.
But they knew in the moment they was wrong, right? They can't give them a take. But think about when you go out there and you in the captain's circle, and you ask the referees, like, what kind of game are we gonna play tonight? Is it gonna be a tight game?
We never asked that before. You have?
I have. I like what kind of game we playing tonight, man? Because you know how y'all be. Are we gonna be? Y'all gonna let us play? Like, are
Or
y'all
you
gonna
ask
let us
them
play?
after like the first 2 minutes of the game? You're like, oh, that's how we.
That's how we
tonight?
playing tonight. So you get the mood of the game in the first 5 minutes of the game. Like, all right, this is how they reffing tonight. They letting us play. You go to the huddle, you be like, hey guys,
They letting us
attack,
play, yeah.
attack. Or, hey, look, they calling everything, bro. Like, hey, get your hands off. Hey, you want to preserve your fouls tonight, they calling everything. So it's, like you said, it's moody sometimes for the refs. And then on Gil's part, it's like, well, how do you dictate whether or not you're going to go out here and call the game fair if y'all playing on emotions? Y'all out here, in the mid-game, y'all done changed the whole thing up.
But that's where the elite has the advantage, because they're dissecting you as a player and the refs at the same time. So I know, all right, when I'm playing this game, let's say Benny don't like you. Right? So if I know you and Benny got a personal problem going on, I'm gonna be playing to that.
Right.
Hey, Benny, he holding, dog.
Yeah.
Why he keep holding?
Oh, that's what he
Every
see.
time with me, if I'm guarding you near Benny.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Benny, oh, Benny,
When you see the ref's name on the tape, you're like, oh, we got that one tonight?
Oh,
Oh, he hate her.
But
He hate him.
Yeah, but
he love me. Like,
Yeah,
you
that
can
he
always
love me
tell.
too.
They're supposed to be impartial and unbiased.
They
I know, but
Absolutely not.
some call the game like it's the 80s, right? Some like more, someone likes scoring. Like, they all are different human beings.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why I said the elite actually knows. They know he's gonna call a lot of holding, he's gonna call travel, he's gonna let us play.
Yep.
I got the
Right? So
rest
depending
of
on who's in my zone, I know who's, like Violet, tell him get his hands off me, Violet.
Yep.
Come on,
Violet, come
I
on.
got refs that be like, hey, Lex, how your daddy doing?
How your
At the
daddy?
free throw line. I'm like,
I'm about to go to the line. Hey, you can
Very
be
good. You
aggressive.
said
You can
hello.
be aggressive all night now. You like, I'm about to be
I'm like,
aggressive.
he's good. Tell me so hi.
Tell
Give
your
me some
daddy I
free
said,
throws. Give me some free throws, please. Thank you.
For sure.
Oh God, when you had the cool ref though, he was always gonna look out.
It was always
giving you
fun.
warnings.
Kenny
correct
Kenny Mine was my man. Like,
Get the
I knew
elbow
Kenny
off
was
of
gonna give me
him.
some calls.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
You can tell. Even the way they address certain players, like even in passing, like dead ball situations,
Oh, yeah.
you can tell like, oh, this ref hates me or her or him, or he really loved me, or he really like sometimes they'll address you by your number, first name, last name. It's like, it's a lot of.
Certain guys you couldn't touch, like Kobe couldn't touch Kobe, couldn't touch this nigga over here, couldn't touch Ginobili. Motherfuckers that was just flopping and shit.
AI with Crawford.
Oh my God.
If AI was playing and Joey Crawford was, bruh.
Beep, 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 beep,
Coach
beep,
be like,
beep,
yeah, you got Gil. I'm like, no, I mean, you got AI. No, the fuck I don't.
You want me
You trying to win?
Yeah.
You trying to win? Joey out here, man. You already know his nephew hit. Look, big-headed kid right there. That's
That's
his
so
nephew, right?
funny, like-
That's his nephew right here. The one with the big head, yep. You already know he came to see AI. He got the AI jersey, autograph, and the headband, and the wigger.
The wigger.
That's Joey's nephew right there. Hey, I got 60 tonight.
Easy.
I want to know parts of it.
Don't you
The
go
wigger kid right there.
Don't
That's
you
hey,
go
that's Joey Crawford. Like,
Don't you go
but that's how you play to the
How
refs.
you
So
navigate it.
some
You
of
gotta
these
pay attention.
some of these players, y'all need to understand what the refs' tendencies are too. Just like we have tendencies, they have
they.
tendencies.
Yeah.
And
I think
personalities, and they're still real people at the end of the day.
and all of these young guys are not understanding that relationship dynamic because they're clashing with the guys. And it's like Draymond should give more of an example of that because he would get more favoritism if he talked to them a certain way. And I think he does get favoritism to a lot of different refs.
The older
ones.
The older ones.
The younger ones.
The young ones can't stand.
If I'm a
Right,
ref,
they can't stand it.
If I'm a ref, they might break a record points. It's gonna be 200 to 205. Everybody got 50. Ain't no trial. Nah, that was a good
move.
Play
Good
defense,
move.
dog.
Do it again.
Over here crying, dog. We just played. It didn't fucking did a double step back, fading out of bounds, and you want me to you stop it. Well, he took seven steps in it. Well, you should have stopped it. The fuck you want me to do? Ain't nobody foul. Cause look, if I'm calling fouls, somebody sitting on the bench now, I'm just going, hey, do y'all.
I'm calling the flopping fouls on everybody to do
Flop,
this.
yeah.
They be like, yo, hey, you want a technical, nigga? You want a technical? You sure?
And a fine
Don't you do
flopping.
this. Don't you put your hands out on me.
Yeah, they gotta let you ref a summer league game.
Summer league?
Or
Yeah.
let Gil go out there and just get everybody
No
tagged.
trial. I mean, hey, ref, how many steps he get? As many as he need to score that bucket. This is NBA /and1.
Hey, that
All
mean,
right?
hey, that mean Giannis gonna like you then, right? You're gonna be
right.
you gonna be Giannis's favorite guy. You ain't gonna call no travels on
What was so
Giannis.
funny is the move Giannis did, that
He
wasn't even
traveled.
travel.
Which one? The one they said he traveled?
Yeah, that
Wait, 'cause
wasn't
he
even
put the ball down
travel.
first. He did. I was like, no, that's not a travel.
He freaked him a little bit.
He did, because he put that bitch down first.
But even a seasoned ref, you don't call that because he didn't even gain an advantage.
Right.
He didn't gain an advantage over it, so that's where you get the gray area. Like that, I'm still, a ref taught me that. He says, there's some calls I don't call because if the guy didn't get an advantage, I'm not gonna blow the whistle to stop the call.
Yeah.
So if he's on a fast break and no one tried to run back,
Like 75.
whatever the fuck he does, I'm not gonna sit here and blow the whistle while the defense is lazy.
Can you imagine them calling a travel on a fast break, transition, dunk?
Yeah, because
They all travel.
Yes.
Like, technically by the
Depends
rules.
on how obvious it is.
but even if it is
1, 2, 3, 4,
but
5,
by
6.
think about
yourself?
it. No, but think about
6
it.
or less.
Let's just say you got ripped.
6
Boom,
or less.
right? You just got ripped at the half court, and then you stopped. And then this guy runs down, and he fumbles the ball and travels. A ref making that call while the guy didn't even get back on
Right. Didn't
defense,
just try no effort.
I'm not playing defense for you.
Right.
I'm not going to do
Everybody gonna be like, that's a travel.
They
Shut
sit there
up.
from the half court doing this.
Shut up,
Okay,
man.
no,
Shut up.
trying to
Take the
give
ball.
I ripped that shit. Nigga, get that shit out of
I'll
here.
take the ball out.
That's funny.
Look at lazy ass.
I would like a player to try it and be like, how many steps
Like if
they
he
gonna let me get away with?
ran back and he hustled and then the dude did the
Yeah,
steps.
travel.
Yeah, because he's traveling
You
because he hear them footsteps.
Yeah.
I can give you that, but yeah, none of that.
Y'all seen the video of the ref that was on the phone during the youth game?
Oh, absolutely, on the baseline. On the baseline. On the phone, on the baseline. Yes.
Oh my God.
Hey, I miss
Fired.
youth league refs. They was always
Fired.
cool.